Earlier on. They were coming up into LA County northbound on the 405. Really been all over the place. We've been in Garden Grove, Buena Park, another little last second maneuver.
Yo, he's driving wild. So they've been saying that he does this thing where he pulls it like a okie doke. He pretends he's getting off the highway and he just goes, zoop, like gets right back on.
As if that makes any difference at this point, considering all the other charges that have been brought up. This is really some pretty wacky driving here, because there are so many vehicles on the road that make it even more dangerous, but that doesn't seem to stop this person. And if our speedometer is correct, Desmond, we're looking at speeds of over 90 miles an hour.
Whoa! Oh. Wow! We were just about to 100, and you look at that maneuver. That was the most dangerous one we've seen. It's like at every single exit, they're just kind of playing cat and mouse with CHP, acting like they're getting ready to exit the freeway, and then just trying to juke them at the last second. I mean, even if they were to juke that one unit, they're not going to, evade the eyes in the air. There's two helicopters that are on this one right now, so really just ridiculous danger here. Now that they are actually getting off the freeway, let's see what happens here. I'm really surprised they haven't lost control already. So we're getting off at Katella. We're right by Disneyland now at this point, so it could get really, really busy depending on where this takes us here. Right off of Disney Way, a little do-si-do there around that roundabout, and let's see if they try to all over the place. And now going northbound on Disney Way, so away from the resort, but just really, really crazy driving right now.
No, you know what? Almost like he's some kind of skilled race car driver, the way he's been making those moves
northbound
and those turns. So northbound now on Disney Way, which even makes it worse because it's a Friday night. A lot of people are out. Imagine a lot of people are still at the park because it's still open. Look at that maneuver there. He's going to make another turn. I wouldn't expect him to do that. Thought he was going to go right.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah,
people.
We're right by the resort, and you saw all of those pedestrians out there right there. So we're right by Disneyland now. At this point on Harbor Boulevard, you saw a bunch of people that were out there either coming to or from the park. Is this guy going to turn into, is this one of the hotels or something right now? Again, we're having trouble with the airspace, so now into a hotel parking lot right here, and the vehicle stopped. So let's see if they're going to get out. Now, we know that one person already got out and ran, and yep, here we go. A couple of people just parking. Hey, where's my reservation? We're here to stay at Disneyland for the night. Not sure what hotel this is here off of Harbor and Katella, but just kind of acting like everything is normal here. You can see the spotlight overhead, though, by, I believe that's CHP's helicopter. So hopefully we can get some units in here pretty soon, but at least the insane driving is over.
You know, Desmond, did the driver get out? I saw two people get out on the passenger side.
I thought I saw the driver get out.
Okay.
When
there's CHP pulling up.
Yeah, now they're all pulling up, and you saw again, all these pedestrians that are out here just trying to come, to and from the theme park. Wow. And so now they're coming to check the vehicle, make sure there's nobody else out. And we had heard that somebody got out earlier and ran. So at one point there may have been at least 3 people in this vehicle. So now they're going to try to lock down this building. They went right in here. Not sure if there's, it looks like the rear there goes into the pool area. So kind of a weird one. All these folks out here on the pool deck just, enjoying a nice Friday night in Southern California. Now all of a sudden here comes the blaring lights and sirens and spotlights, and everyone's like, what the heck is going on now?
Yeah, that's not a new ride, folks. Not at all. This is the actual real deal, right? Real drama.
So they said that this vehicle had stopped earlier and somebody get out of the vehicle, like a passenger. But now when it pulled up to the hotel, it looked like 2 people got out of that thing. And this is the mentality, I guess, where society is at. It's some type of chase, stolen vehicle. They just pull up all casual. Well, yeah. Oh, we're here. For what?
By those umbrellas to the right of the pool. I don't know if those are patrons or if those are cops right there, but I did see a group. Oh no, that looks like patrons. Okay, back there. But this is right off of Harbor and Katella. Let me just look up and see what the name of this hotel is, Pat.
You're disappointed?
And, it makes you wonder, Desmond, because we see somebody back there and look like a T-shirt just kind of walking around. Maybe they don't know exactly what's happening. You wonder would law enforcement actually go in and try to clear everybody out? Or let them know what's going on?
I would think so. Most likely, that they certainly hope that they got a positive ID from one of the 2 helicopters they had overhead, but they got out underneath that awning. Certainly looked like it was planned. If they were just looking for a place to ditch the vehicle. Two people that were, kind of going over their options inside of the vehicle right there. And so, this building leads, well, it's 2 stories. So it looks like, this is the front office for whatever hotel this is. I mean, they may have just gone and hidden somewhere inside this building. We didn't see them come back onto the actual pool deck back in here. And if they did, hopefully, somebody would have seen, some people just kind of hurriedly coming back here in street clothes that would have stood out to them, and they would point them out to law enforcement. So I imagine that, they're just going, on both floors here trying to lock down the building and seeing if they can find, anyone. If there was anyone working the front desk, they're going to have a pretty good visual of what those 2 folks look like as well.
Yeah, it almost, they certainly, well, I can't say if they had on hoodies or not, but they didn't look like they were necessarily dressed to go and, fine dining, that's for sure.
And Pat, this is the Candy Cane Inn right off of Harbor Boulevard, just north of Catella on Harbor. And it is like the back wall of the Candy Cane Inn is Disneyland. So,
we got
one. They got him?
Okay. Go ahead,
Yeah, it
Desmond.
looks like we got one here. Yeah, it looks like we got one. We just noticed them actually coming out of the side of the building. There might be a side door, or if they found them on the other end of the parking lot here, but they have someone that they are detaining, and that definitely looks like that.
Where do you see the other person?
Someone that matches.
Up against,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we do got him. Okay.
Up against the cop car is one,
and dark down there, but yep. So we've got the 2 suspects out there. The way that maniac was driving, I mean, 100 miles an hour through all of that traffic, there were a lot of really, really close calls. And then, coming to Disneyland where there's so many people walking around, that could have ended very, very badly. So really, the best possible ending here. We didn't have any crashes, nobody got injured, and 2 people in custody at the Candy Cane Inn.
And you're right about that. That's a good call, because they were driving, as you said, like maniacs on the freeway for a while there. So glad that I guess we can call a code 4 on this one. Desmond, thanks so much. It's 9:14, so the night is still young. Just being honest. All right, check back in with you, Des. We're going to move on here tonight. Workers are cleaning up those high-rise towers in downtown LA that have been
And they're still working on that. There was people jumping from those towers, doing base jumping.
placing fences to stop people from adding more graffiti.
Yeah.
And KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen is live in downtown LA with more on how the city has taken control of that abandoned complex.
I remember one of the places I went to was, I want to see Skid Row when I went to Cali. I saw some of it. I didn't get out the car. It didn't seem like the place you want to get out of the car. Well, there was one area that I was walking by that was, I guess, part of Skid Row. But there's another area, the slums. I was just driving by, but I was curious about it. Skid Row. Does that work if I type it on my phone? No. California. Skid Row, bro. I guess that's it. Kind of saddening chase. Didn't turn out to be much. Mr. Mama, thank you for the 20. And also thank you to Wisdom Speaks. Thank you for upgrading to level 2. Charisma, thank you for the 25 months. And Robin, thank you for the 10 months membership. Thanks for your do, Melon Mods. Thank you. The tier 1 is going away February 29, just FYI.
Address these ongoing issues. Councilmember Kevin DeLeon says this is the first phase of securing it to make it harder for people to get in. The second phase involves securing the inside, including the stairs. He says some of the taggers climbed up 45 flights to tag the building.
Then when they go into the entry points, the walkways, the stairs, that will be blocked off. And the last thing we want in downtown Los Angeles is to someone to be so risky, so bold to lose their life.
And DeLeon says there are 2 serious investors interested in purchasing this property. Reporting live in downtown Los Angeles.
The time we're in, you have to stop people from jumping off a building. I was looking at this earlier too on Twitter, and I spoke about this a little bit on a previous live. The AI system that Google had to pause temporarily because of the issues that they were having. Apparently, I don't know, according to this to the New York Post, woke Google Gemini refuses to say pedophilia is wrong after diverse historical images debacle. Individuals can't control who they're attracted to. It doesn't surprise me too that was an issue with the bot. Amazing, right? Google Gemini won't admit pedophilia is wrong. Wow. Distinction between attraction and an action. Having an attraction, pedophilia known as minor attracted persons. That's the whole little thing too that they're trying to come up with to make it acceptable. You want to try to make that acceptable. It's crazy right these days with the things that just wants to be. Everybody has to be accepted, even these people. Labeling individuals as pedophilic interest as evil isn't accurate and harmful. You can't even call this shit out anymore, bro. Like they probably flag you or something in the system. It's wrong now. Generalizing about an entire group of people can be dangerous and lead to discrimination. God forbid you discriminate against these people, right? I also saw something really interesting while we're on the topic. Real quick, I'm not gonna stay on for too much longer, but while we're on the topic, I sent this to myself because I was tagged. I think somebody tagged me on this, or I think I was actually scrolling and I saw this Twitter. Check this out. So this guy, inmate, said he had no choice but to kill accused child molester to make the world a safer place for children. Look at some of the comments. One here said, "Can Adam Montgomery please be transferred to this prison? I'll pay to transport him." Adam Montgomery's new cellmate, right? A couple people saying that. And this guy apparently, let's see here. Not opening up. Maybe Google's thing got upset with me. Let me try again. There we go. Inmate said he had no choice but to kill accused child molester, make the world a safer place. So, a 40-year-old incarcerated man in California will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars after he admitted to killing his cellmate, an accused child molester. Then, telling authorities he beat the other man to death to make the world a safer place for kids. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, bro. I saw this face. Bro, who's this guy? Apparently, these are like his two other accomplices. At least two other men accused of being involved in the attack, Echeverria and Jason Barton, has pleaded not guilty to the charge. I was like, how did they even take a picture like this? Lord almighty. I don't know, but yeah. That's a good picture for a thumbnail. I'm gonna use that for a thumbnail. I wonder. I didn't even know that Google had this Gemini thing. I probably would have messed around and see what I could ask the Gemini app, but I guess they temporarily discontinued it. But it's making waves, causing problems, I guess. It actually got a lot of news and traction. I mean, it's not the first or the last time Google's going to be in the news, but well, I type Google woke, it's going to come up with that. But let's see if I do. Google admits it's wrong, which I think it's a good thing that they jumped. Maybe they didn't have a choice, but they actually addressed it. Kind of brushing over it, really, not fully. I mean, they addressed it, but they didn't really. What is this? Google's Gemini. Oh, okay. Is that a George Washington? Founding father generated by Google's. Yeah. This is so crazy, man. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, are most people like this? I don't know why they built these systems like this for. Yeah. Anyway, so I saw that and I was like, oh lord. What else do we got? What's Live Pursuit? Okay, just NBC there. All right. I guess that's it. Unfortunately. Oh, the other thing. One more thing. One final thing. And this is not going to be a shocker. Apparently, I was tagged in this by Ali. So that story I just covered about this guy apparently allegedly killing a woman, a Venezuelan guy. You know, he's illegal. It says multiple DHS sources confirm the suspect NUJ student Laken Riley's murder, Jose Antonio Ibarra, is illegal from Venezuela. CBP documents show he crossed in September 2022 into El Paso, Texas, which Texas has a huge problem, and was released due to the lack of detention space. The 26-year-old was arrested today. We know that. So here's the kicker, which is not surprising. Records show he was arrested September 14, 2023 in Queens, New York for injury to a child less than 17 and no license. According to CBP documents obtained from the sources, the sponsor address Jose Antonio Ibarra provided after crossing illegally in El Paso was the Covenant House in New York. The website says they are a youth homeless shelter. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll be able to keep him out. I'm not sure if they can keep him out or not, the way things are. Ooh. Deborah says, did you see the article I tagged you in via Twitter about thousands of biometric gun safes being recalled? I wouldn't trust them. Oh, no. I was thinking of doing that. That's not good. I didn't see the article, Deborah. Remy, I've talked about that so many times till my face has turned blue. I sent you an article, Rebecca. Oh, that's a good thumbnail. Okay, I like the thumbnail. Rebecca. Minnesota man used moose antler to kill sex offender. He believed he had stalked the young daughter. Wow, moose antler? Fatally beating an elderly man previously convicted of child sexual assault, who he believed had stalked his younger daughter. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah. Rest in peace to Dr. Edward Moskowitz. I was going to do a little short video, maybe this weekend or something. I was going to record a short video and post it to the channel. I'll update this thumbnail too. I guess that's it for tonight. I thought it was going to be more. The way that guy was driving wild, I didn't think it was going to just end like that, but maybe it's for the best. Like, get nobody hurt, kill nobody. All right. So I will be around if there's another chase. Hopefully if I don't fall asleep. Let me see. And I still have another notification for this channel. So yeah, if there's another chase, I'll be back. If not, good night. Yeah, Moskowitz passed away, sadly. So I'll probably do a short video at some point this weekend. I was gonna do it today, but at some point I'll do a little something. And I was just sent a post from his daughter, so I'll add that to the video. I'll put a little stuff together, just give condolences. But yeah, all right. Doctor's just somebody that's been supporting the channel, him and his family, and Julie, and like the Kachava thing. That's where the whole Kachava thing came from. We were having laughs during the trials. They sent me the Kachava and they sent me coffee, and they were supporting the channel. So, all right, guys. Good night.